council in Budapest kind of interviews them. Basically, after lots of skepticism, is convinced that this is true. They ask about all kinds of people who they know. Anyway, so then they type up like a 65-page report. Copies of it get smuggled around. One is couriered by Karski, who somehow makes it to London and then gets to Washington. And that's the sort of voucher stock.
Go ahead.
But it's not believed fully. So here's my background. Karski ends up being a government professor. I can picture them in exactly this look. Emaciated guy, chain smoker, taught political theory, and I kind of vaguely knew so there's a Polish survivor of World War II and everything in class.
Yeah, the Knesset.
In 1995, the then president of Israel, Israel Weitzman, said at an event there was no future for Jewish life in Krakow or Poland. I think he's been proved wrong, and I think we have to capitalize on improving Jewish life everywhere in the world, obviously centered in Israel, but also in the Galut. And this is a perfect example of a community rising from the ashes. Very, very mixed feelings. My family is from here, from towns right outside of Krakow. Many of them, of course, were killed. And it's hard to get pleasure without it being mixed with deep, deep pain. When you think of the thriving Jewish life that existed here for 1,000 years and how quickly it ended, it makes us all appreciate what we have and also worry and prepare for eventualities in the future. The lessons of the Shoah are not lessons of the past, they're lessons of preventing a future recurrence, and we have to do more to do that. Well, it's more than just remembering the Jewish people. We have to revive the Jewish sparks and roots that still exist in Poland. A significant number of people who are alive today in Poland have some Jewish roots. That's true not only in Poland, it's true in Spain, it's true in Portugal, it's true in Holland, it's true in many parts of the world, and it's important to revive that. And now to be controversial, one of the most important things we have to do is stop telling people who is Jewish and who is not. If you want to walk into the Jewish Community Center and declare yourself to be Jewish, you are Jewish. You are Jewish for purposes of being part of the Jewish community. You know, Judaism is more than a religion. It's a culture, it's a nationality. It's a religion divided into groups with conservative, Reform, and Orthodox. And one particular group cannot ever have a monopoly on who is a Jew.
Here on Krakow, and here's the neighborhood. Havana, the Che Guevara, just down the road.
A place to assemble the Jews for deportations. To the Spielberg's movie Schindler's List, there were some scenes, that showing the pharmacist, the Polish man, Mr. Pankiewicz, who had his pharmacy on the corner, the apteka pod Orłem, and the pharmacy under the eagle with a round door, and he was trying to help a woman that was shot by a German. Was trying to say. This was a place where he had this business, explaining to the Germans that it was good that he continued his activity, pre-war activity with this pharmacy in the ghetto, because Germans were scared of epidemics. So they said, okay, let the pharmacy be inside. And he was like an angel, Mr. Pankiewicz, because he served as a link with the outside world. He had a permanent pass, going in and out. He lived outside, he was coming to work. And the three ladies that were employed by him had also passes, so they could easily, freely move in and out and delivering messages, bringing information from the outside world and from the ghetto to the outside world. He was delivering also medications free of charge to the needy in the ghetto. He's a wonderful person. For this, he was awarded after the war by Yad Vashem the honorary title of the righteous among the nations. He passed away about 15 or 20 years ago.